We're the Greenspan family. Eric, Maxine, Philip, and Perry. I came home from work, and there was this beautiful woman in my kitchen cooking dinner, and there was a towel on the stove, and it was starting to smoke, and it was on fire. And I said, "You're hired. You'll fit in really well with our family."
Jada was just wonderful with the family, and we love that.
Before I had a TV show, I was a personal chef. My clients became my friends, so I created some of my favorite and most personal dishes for them, like seared salmon with pureed peas in a lemony Brodetto broth, my homemade chocolate cookies with fresh orange-flavored filling, and my version of a classic, onion soup, flavored with thyme and topped with melted fontina cheese. Today, I'm making a meal for one of my former clients, and you're invited to join us. I cooked a lot of salmon while I was a personal chef. The trick was to make it new and exciting. Here's one way. Start by pureeing peas with mint and garlic. Then sear the salmon until it has a golden crust outside and is medium rare inside. Serve them together in a bowl of lemony broth. This dish is beautiful and delicious.
The first thing I want to do for my salmon dish is start sauteing the shallot. So I'm just gonna slice off the sides here and peel it, and they just have a very mild flavor. It's very delicate, and it doesn't overpower the salmon or the lemon Brodetto, which is what I'm gonna make. And the little Brodetto, basically, it just means a light broth in Italian. A little bit of olive oil, and we just add the shallots right in there. A little bit of salt. And as soon as those start to soften, we'll add the chicken stock, the lemon juice, and the lemon zest. In the meantime, I'm gonna get started on my pea puree. It's just thawed out frozen peas. Then you add, for a little fresh flavor, some mint. And we're also gonna add a garlic clove. Let's give it a quick little whirl. All right, now let's see here, the shallots. There we go. Now, let's add the chicken broth. And some lemon zest. Perfect. Now, just want to roll out the lemon a little bit and add some juice. You just let it simmer for a couple of minutes, and that's it. Ready to add the olive oil in the pea puree. So as I pulse this, I'm gonna add the olive oil, and the olive oil is gonna add a richness, but also bring the pea puree together and smooth it out. There we go, perfect. Now, I'm gonna add a little bit of salt and a little bit of pepper. But see how bright green that is? I love that. You can do that with carrots, potatoes, squash, zucchini, basically artichokes, anything you want, you can make a puree out of. So any kind of vegetable, it works with. Again, quick pulse. I'm just gonna pour it into my little bowl. Now I'm gonna add grated Parmesan cheese to this right at the end because I like to keep sort of the integrity of the texture of the Parmesan cheese, and the heat of the blades can actually change the flavor of the Parmesan cheese. So I like to add it right at the end. Do that. Let's see, that's coming along. Now we can turn that off, and it's time to start cooking the salmon. There we go. A little bit of salt and pepper on our salmon fillets, and a little bit of olive oil, just like that. Perfect. Now, let's see, our pan should be nice and hot. Yep, let's leave the heat about medium. All right, and we'll get our salmon fillets right in there. I'm just gonna season this side right in the pan. A little bit of salt, of course, right? And some pepper. My salmon's gonna cook for about 5 minutes until we get a nice golden crust on the outside and it's medium rare on the inside, just the way I like it. It's time to add Parmesan cheese to my pea puree. And I'm gonna add about 1/2 cup of Parmesan cheese. Grated, freshly grated Parmesan cheese. So that's done. Now let's see. We can flip our salmon. I'll show you how to serve this. We'll do a little bit of the Brodetto. You can see the bits of shallots. There we go. A little bit more. Perfect. Now, you do a little bit of the pea puree. Nice color, nice texture, right in the middle. Just like that. And the salmon fillet right on top, like that. And then for a finishing touch, I just add a little sprig of mint. You could add more pea puree, a little less, and just serve it like that. And it makes for the most fantastic meal. But up next, I'm gonna make the Greenspan's favorite cookies.